Hello, everyone. I'm Gustavo Tolosa, your host for this webinar series of my experience at True North Health Center doing a modified fast. And it's nice to see all of you here. Wow. I even see, um, let's see, hold on just a minute. Someone from Santa Rosa. Yes. Wow. Are you a True North? um, I realized that I got confused with the time change. And on Tuesdays, I do a Tea with Dr. T session, which is for a small group of people that sign up. And I was thinking that it was at 6 p.m. because that's the usual time that it is for me when I am in Texas. But anyway, it's all. I just realized that I messed up, so I'm going to be sending out an email for those of you who are in my T group. All right, so I have people from Montana and New York and Maryland and Arizona, Michigan, Sacramento in the area. Very good. Well, thank you for being here. Today, I have to report that I have not been very hungry at all. Quite surprising. I slept very well last night. I did not have a headache like I have had the last 2 nights when I woke up at about 4 in the morning. Last night, I did not get that. Maybe it was getting off caffeine, even though I wouldn't say that I'm a caffeine drinker. If I have a cup of coffee, it's once a day, and it's not every day, definitely not every day. Sometimes it's decaf, but sometimes it's tea, and tea has some caffeine unless I have my herbal teas. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe it was just the body getting used to not eating. But nevertheless, I this morning when they brought the blend, which is the warm soup that is made out of some kind of like a kabocha squash or butternut squash or something like that, plus zucchini and water, of course. I did not drink it. I was not hungry. Then in the mornings, you get 2 visits in your room. The nurse or an intern that comes to take your blood pressure, your heart rate, your oxygen. Let's see what else. Your temperature. And they ask you just a few questions about if you're having any dizziness, if you've been using the bathroom. And then you get the doctor's visit, and the doctor asks you more questions, takes your pulse, and then it asks you if you have any questions. And I told him that I just wasn't hungry and if it was okay to not have my blend. He said, yeah, it's okay, drink water. So because I am getting some calories, I have a very small lunch because it's supposed to be a salad, but I prefer steamed vegetables over salads, although I do have salads sometimes, but not every day. And basically, I'm lazy in making salad dressings, and I don't like to eat salad with just lemon juice or vinegar. So anyway, I had a small salad, and I did add a few pieces of fruit like watermelon and cantaloupe. Yeah. So then, let's see. Then that was in the morning. It was late by the time they were done with the round, so it was like 10 a.m. Then I went for a walk, and then the morning just seems to disappear, because then at noon is when they have the lunch room open. It was from 12 to 1, and that's when I got my salad, but I ate very little, really. And then at 3 p.m., they brought me the next blend, the next soup, and I did not touch it. And now they brought me the third and last, and I did. I had about half of it, and I may have the rest after this. Let's see what else. This afternoon, I felt more tired. They usually ask you, what is your energy level from 1 to 10? And mine has been 10. But this afternoon, I had to say 6, okay? And I took a nap. It was a short nap, like, I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe 45. I don't even think it was 45. But I did take a nap, and I feel better. I mean, I didn't feel bad. I just felt tired. Because I went for a walk in the morning. I did go for a walk at about 1:30, and it's kind of hot outside, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. And maybe that's what it was. And what else? Well, basically, tomorrow is my last full day of this modified fast, tomorrow, Wednesday. So remember that I started my fast last Friday night. So I didn't eat anything all day Saturday. And then on Sunday, I started a modified fast. That's 2, Monday 3, Tuesday 4, tomorrow 5. So it's 5 days of fast. And then Thursday, they allow you to eat steamed foods only, and light steamed veggies and things like that, but still not any rice or lentils or things like that. It's supposed to be, and I can have the soups that they have that they make every day over there, not the blends, but the soups. And then Friday, I will be able to eat without restrictions. And then Saturday at about noon, we leave True North to go to the airport and fly back to Dallas. So let's see. Thank you for sharing your journey. I am in day 5 of my reboot, and you definitely provided much needed motivation and inspiration. Minnesota says hello. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad it helps in any way. Someone else, Angie, do you feel like you could go for a longer modified fast since you're not so hungry? Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, this morning when the doctor came, I asked him a question or two that you asked yesterday, and I wasn't sure of the answer, so I asked him. And one of the questions was, how long can you do a modified fast like this, whether it is blends or whether it is juices? He said indefinitely. Okay, so maybe he meant a long time, but I mean, not for the rest of my life. Okay. So I could go for a long time, I guess. Remember that we have a lot of reserves in our bodies. But he said that water fasting is only the maximum number of days is 40. Okay. I think one of you made a comment in my YouTube channel about that, and you're correct. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. So that's why I asked, and that's the answer. The maximum number of days for a water fast is 40, because then the refeeding period is always half of your fast. So then you need 20 days to gradually, very gradually start to eat. So basically, if you want to do a 40-day fast, you have to make sure that you can stay at True North for 60 days, 2 months. Someone yesterday also asked about adding lemon and cucumber to the water if you're doing a water fast. And the doctor also said, yes, that's possible if you're willing to go slower. So, because adding just lemon and cucumber will slow down the benefits of the fast. So if you're willing to go a little slower, it will slow down the benefits. It's fine. I didn't think that they would allow it, but they do. Okay. And I might start doing that tomorrow, because I have a very hard time drinking water when I'm not thirsty. But if it has lemon and cucumber, I think slices, I think that adds enough. Also, they have sparkling water in the dining room that you can bring to your bed, to your room. And I'm going to ask if drinking sparkling water is the same as drinking water. Okay. Did you sleep well at night? Yes, I slept very well at night. Well, yeah, I am a person that never has trouble sleeping at night. And when I do, it's concerning, because it's normally I sleep very well. So if I don't sleep well at night, then I do very poorly during the day, very poorly. I'm not one of those people that can get by with 4 or 5 or 6 hours. I have to sleep. My minimum of 7 and 8 is great. Let's see, you are asking, are you able to bring your pets, let's say very small dog? Well, that is a good question. Maybe if your pet is a caring, what is it called? I can't remember the word. A companion, I can't remember the word. But I have never seen a pet here, unless someone brings the pet and it's in the room all the time. But I have never, and I have been here, I don't know, many times, 6, 7 times. I've never seen a pet. Do you feel you have a lot of, let's see, yes, sparkling water is allowed in the water fast. Okay, well, thank you, Marcia. I didn't know that. But it's definitely easier for me to drink sparkling water. I don't know why, but it is. So I'm going to start drinking it. Do you feel you have lost any mental clarity during the fast? No, I do not at all. 0. Okay, I feel like regular. Is bedtime strict? Bedtime, that's one of those things, and that they don't say anything. You can go to bed at any time you want and wake up anytime you want. If you want to sleep all day, you can. They don't bother you, other than those 2 times a day when they come check on you. Otherwise, you do what you please. The only things that are strict is the timings of the meals. 8 to 9 is breakfast, 12 to 1 is lunch, 5 to 6 is dinner. Even then, you could go at 5 and get your dinner, bring it to your room, and eat it at 6, let's say. So, a service dog, that's what I wanted to say. Maybe if you had a service dog, they would let you bring it. But I'm going to ask, I'm writing it here, for tomorrow. Are you more energetic and refreshed or not at this point yet? So far I have been. Okay, I am an energetic person all day. I think thanks to the starch and thanks to the plant-based way of eating that I have. I'm always at between 9 and 10, okay, or 8 and 10. So I feel the same way. The only time, like I said earlier, that today, this afternoon, it was the only time that I felt tired and I laid down for a short 30-minute nap. But other than that, I feel energetic and refreshed. Would you be able to eat more? Would you be able to eat your soup at home without having doctors present? Yes, because a modified fast is not quite as strict as a water fast. So, but I don't see myself for doing this for months and months in a row. I may choose 1 week out of the month to do a 3 or 4 day modified fast like this. Otherwise, I'm going to incorporate the soup. I have many soups like this in my repertoire, and so I'm going to do that. But I do miss my steamed greens because I love steamed greens, and I know the benefits of those. So I will probably add those to my soups. And I may do also with Shada, with whom we're writing a book together, a recipe book with very unique recipes and also Persian recipes and Argentine recipes, and we're going to tell our stories. And she does, I think, once a week or once a month, I'm not sure, she does an all-day fruit. And so we might be doing that. And I will be inviting you to join me in a fruit day or a very short modified fast day once I get home and I get settled back in. How many days are you there for? Well, basically it is 8 days. Let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I leave Saturday. So yeah, barely 8 days. And so, Mr. G, how will your diet change when you get back home? No, my diet I cook, like I said, I cook all my meals. It's always whole food, plant-based, no oil. Because of the pandemic, remember that I'm blaming the pandemic for a lot of things. So because of the pandemic, I started eating more flour. And so that's going to be my main focus. Before the pandemic, I wasn't eating flour. And if I was eating anything bready, it was something that I made myself, like the banana muffins from Chef AJ's recipes, that is bananas and oats, basically, or something like that. But my main focus is to get away from flour. Flour in the form of a veggie pizza. Now, I could make a pizza with mashed potatoes. There is a way to make a potato dough without using flour. And I'm going to do that if I ever want pizza. I'm not going to have pasta either, unless I make my famous gnocchi, which has potatoes and flour. But in one of those pianist and the chef shows that I did, I showed you how to make gnocchi with just potatoes. So that's about, so flour is my main focus. The other focus is going to be salt. Here, of course, you don't have a molecule of salt or sugar. I mean, sugar in the form of fruit, yes, because it comes diluted in the right proportions with fiber and water, but not processed sugars. I really wasn't using that much sugar at all because I don't have really sugar cravings, but I did have salt cravings, and so I started using more salt than I should have, and I am also going to stay away from that. So that's how it's going to change. Other than that, I think that it'll be as usual. May I ask the cost of your stay? Yes, it varies. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that it varies because it depends on the kind of room that you get and on the kind of labs that you get. It doesn't matter if you do a fast or if you eat. That doesn't change the price. And it matters if you have insurance. I know they take Medicare because my mother uses it, but I'm pretty sure they take other insurances. So, but it's on the website. Okay, it's no secret. You can go to True North and see the different rooms and the different prices. And for these 8 days or 7.5, it was $1,500. Okay, and but I had put a $500 deposit, several plus snacks, because snacks are available. Snacks are available all the time. They're fruits basically, and they do have some nuts, 2 or 3 types of nuts and raisins. And then you get your education, which I think is very important. So every day, make sure that you attend the lectures because you get to ask questions. Not only do you learn from the lecture, but you want to leave here with all your questions answered, all of them, so that when you go home, you know exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it. You know it. Okay, so I think that it is that price that I said included everything. Also included the doctor's visit, the first, and then when you exit, yeah. So, but take a look because you can share rooms, you can get a smaller room, things like that. It may lower a little bit the price. All I know is that the price hasn't changed in years and years because Dr. Goldhammer really wants to make it as affordable as possible. Okay, looks like you got some sun on your walk. Yeah, well, I'm in front of a window here with a lot of light, and I do look redder than I look when I look in the mirror there. So, but yes, I have very white skin, so just 2 minutes of sun, if I'm not wearing sunscreen, I get red. Okay. I did not lose weight with 10 in 20 program earlier this year. Any recommendation? Let's see. Looks like you got some vitamin D. You look very healthy. Oh, can anyone order shirts and sweatshirts, say online? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm pretty sure you can go on the website. You have to go to well, just type in Google True North Health Center and you'll get there. I'm pretty sure you can order that. Seems extremely reasonable. I have checked out a fasting place in Arizona, and it was 6,000 for 1 week. Yeah, True North is very affordable and it's the best program. It is the best program. There's no doubt about it, and it's not because I'm here or I know Dr. Goldhammer or Dr. Lyle or anybody. It is the best program, period. All of the staff is amazing, all of them. And I was going to say one of you says, I did not lose weight with 10 in 20 program earlier this year. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what 10 in 20 program is. If you can explain, I'll try to answer. And well, I just also wanted to tell you that I do have a Facebook page. And I do put interesting things there. And a lot of the time I put recipes and articles. My Facebook page, if you go to Facebook, is Dr. Starch. That's how I appear. Dr. Starch. Facebook, type Dr. Starch, and it should be me. If you haven't visited, please do and like it. It helps me. I also have an Instagram account, and the Instagram is under the name of the website. It's Plantemas. Okay, that's the Instagram. And then, of course, I have YouTube. And if you have not subscribed and clicked on the little bell, please do. It also helps. I wanted to tell you, I don't know how many of you are new here, but my profession is as a concert pianist. I have a doctorate in music from the Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York, and a master's of music as well, both in piano from the University of Redlands in California. And that is my profession. Right now, I'm not teaching anymore. I'm focusing on performing, and I'm starting to get concerts again. But really, the way that I earn an income nowadays is by doing free videos that sometimes produce a little bit of revenue, and then doing my cooking shows, and sometimes asking you to join a conference like the upcoming in NHA, and because that also gives me some revenue. But just know that sometimes when I send you an invitation for anything that is paid, it's just because you don't have to do it. It's just because it helps me to continue making these free videos. It's 10 pounds in 20 days, whole food nutritarian program with Dr. Furman. Maybe I did not utilize it fully. My question was, what other alternatives are at present? Well, I don't know if I need to be politically correct. Let's see. Well, the program that Dr. Furman has, and I have interviewed Dr. Furman with Dr. McDougall, and I think he does a great job and has a great program. Personally, I feel like it's not for everybody. And I feel like not everybody has the same amount of success because a lot of the starches are limited. And after 8-9 years of intensely studying nutrition with dozens of doctors personally, one-on-one, and uh, numerous conferences and webinars and books and book clubs, etc. Um, Personal conversations with doctors, I feel that if your diet doesn't include enough starch, you are doomed for failure. Chef AJ believes the same thing, and I do too. Dr. McDougall, the same. And so, if you're not eating enough starch, and starch is potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, beans, corn, legumes, then I don't think it works for most people. I know that some people do great just eating fruit, but of course they have to take some supplements because there are some deficiencies there. Well, that's another topic, okay? I'm getting off here. How many people are usually in residence there at one time? I don't know how many people. All I know is that it is always full now. It has, True North has been featured in so many publications and movies that, and so many plant-based doctors are recommending it, that it's full all the time. So I don't know how many. I really don't. How do you deal with family members, friends, etc., who think you harming your body eating a starch-based diet? Oh, nothing. You should look at the lecture that Dr. Lyle gives about this. I'll try to include it in the replay. You just brush it off, okay? You don't get into any confrontations or arguments. You just, say, this is something I'm doing. It's an experiment. It may work. It may not work. It works for some people. I do have my doctor says it's okay. He's checking on me all the time. It's just unless you like confrontations and arguing, then go ahead and do it. But it makes no sense. But that's a very good lecture that he gives. Is your daughter plant-based as well? No. I have 3 children, and none of them are. 2 of them were exposed. I brought them to the McDougall program, so they know everything, and they follow parts of it. They're young, and you know how it is. When we are young, we think that we're eternal, nothing can happen to us, until we start getting problems. And then we start looking for ways to get out of those problems. So I'm not worried. I mean, I am. I wish they were, to avoid future problems, future pain. But I'm not the kind of parent that is bugging them because I don't want them to get distant from me. So that was my goal in life. One of my big goals in life was to expose them directly to the information, and so that I could feel peaceful that I did my part, and then it's their decision. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. It's okay. You know that there is a replay, so you can then watch the replay. Thank you, Gustavo, for doing it. It was great. Just be a duck. Water will not stick on you. Yes. You have to get to the point where you put a raincoat. I call it the raincoat technique. And it may take a while, especially for someone like me, who I am a caring person. And it's difficult to see other people getting hurt, I see a lot of my family members, other than my mother and my aunt and my partner, who follow a plant-based diet. I see every member of my family with very big health problems, but um, if they don't ask and they have seen the change I've made and they know exactly what I do, if they don't ask, and sometimes they've asked and I've told them, but then that was it. I don't continue. And if anybody ever says anything negative, I just let it slide. I put on my raincoat, and it just doesn't affect me. Is it hard to listen to people who profess a lifestyle that you know is harmful? It's more than hard, it's sad. Because sometimes knowledge brings pain. Just like it brings pain when I see a piano student play with the wrong technique, and I know exactly what the problems are going to be in the future. They may get tendonitis or problems in the shoulders or things like that. Just like it is with that, it is with nutrition. It is sad because it's like your hands are tied and you know how to save a life, and well, you can't. And so but you have to also get to the point where you understand that it is their decision, just like it was my decision to seek out information and seek out a place and people that could help me. If they don't do that, you can't make them do that. You can bring attention to it and see how they respond, and then after that, you cannot do anything else. But you bet, my family think I am crazy. Well, that's good. Being crazy is good, all right? It's not that bad. Dr. G, I keep trying to this starch-based, but I just can't lose weight, and then I get frustrated and revert to my old ways. Any suggestions? Yes. You need a coach for maybe for a week or two. If you're eating a starch-based diet and you're not losing weight, there is something there that is not that you're doing that it's not the way. And only someone from outside that has gone through it for many years can tell you. And I do. Part of my work is being a starch solution coach. I am certified by the McDougall Health and Medical Center, and I could help you. So if you email me, I will tell you, we can set up a 30-minute conference call and I can help you. And if you like it, then I charge a very, very small fee, but I do charge it because it's my time and this is the way I earn income. But usually I have been able to help people with 1 or 2 sessions. I pointed out what they were perhaps not doing right, and they were fine. So if you want to send me an email, my email is info@plantemas.com, and I can help you. If you're terrible at math, can you learn to play the piano? Don't the two go hand in hand? They do, but you don't have to do equations, okay, to play the piano. There is a good amount of math, but you can. I have taught piano for 40 years. 40 years, and I have taught the most advanced students, and I have taught beginners, college students, children, seniors of 80 years old, okay? I have taught in hospitals with students who didn't have a hand, who had a stroke. I can teach piano to just about anyone or anything. Okay, so, and that's another thing I do. I give piano lessons online. Limited number of people, but I do that. So if you're interested, send me an email. All right, I think we've gone long enough today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is my last full day of fasting. So thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of the day or evening or morning, wherever you are. Okay. Bye bye, everyone.